Joe Tyler in the building. What up, playa? New Joe Tyler. Can y'all hear us? Can y'all hear us?
Oh, wait a minute. Can you hear now, Joe?
Hang on, Joe. We had to. I forgot to put the mics on there, boy. Forgot to put the mics on, man. Can y'all hear?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all
Catherine
hear?
did.
Okay.
Sorry.
Shout out Joe Tyler. By the way, the Joe Tyler interview dropped today. Let me give you guys the link for it so we can get that thing popping here. Let me find it. We've already been rolling out some clips for it, but salute to Joe, man. That was a dope ass interview.
Yeah, this is not our normal night. Normally we go on Mondays. Monday we was out of town. We was in the windy city of Chicago. And we drove up there Monday, hung out with our buddies, and then
Shot right back, baby.
shot right back. And then yesterday, because as soon as we got back into town, I went to work. And then when I got off last night, because I had only slept a total of about 6 hours in the last 3 days, I was done. There was no help in me. So we decided to put it off till tonight. So here we are.
We here. Can y'all hear me okay? I moved my mic up higher. So
Yeah, mukbangs. We're stopping the mukbangs for a couple of weeks. Only reason being is Chad has about 8 interviews in the tuck, and a couple of them are time sensitive. They need to come out by the end of the month. So I said, well, let's do this. Let's drop 3 interviews a week for the next couple of weeks. So that way, the purpose of the interviews coming out at a specific time can serve their purpose, and we'll just pick up where things left off after the Redneck Rave. So they'll be back. It's just we had to get some other stuff done first.
facts. Y'all be sure to hit the link, or even if you don't hit the link after this live. Sorry, guys, this thing's having trouble staying on my shirt today. I don't know why.
Well,
That's how I always do it. I didn't want to stick. That's going to have to be fine. It ain't going to stay the other way. You alright?
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me okay?
They said loud and clear.
Well, I know, but I was moving it around. I didn't want it.
So, we have Joe Tyler dropped today. Today is Wednesday. Saturday we have Mises dropping. Monday we have Fedora Mike.
Yep.
Wednesday we have
Jamwayne number 4.
Saturday we have
Adam Calhoun. May 4th.
Yeah, May 4th, Adam Calhoun.
So so the Adam Calhoun podcast episode with Justin Time and me and Squints drops this Friday. The premiere link's already set. And then 8 days after that, we're going to drop the ChadArmesTV interview with Adam Calhoun to let the podcast breathe some. The podcast is shorter. It was only about a 25-minute segment that we got because it was a ton of stuff going on, and it wasn't even planned for it to happen like that.
Joe Tyler said to clip your mic on your glasses frame or even on your hat.
On my hat, son.
Little white update interview.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to... I think I may try to get one while he's down here for the rave. I'll see about getting one with old Pat. I know that him and Justin are supposed to do one, so I shot one of him and Justin months ago. I mean, 6-8 months ago, and they were both super. They were just super stoned, man. They just got done that Wiz Khalifa something, and they were feeling really nice. And the interview, we wasn't really talking about nothing. You know what I mean? Because everybody was just chilling and geeking and zoning out, you know? And so we're going to have to shoot that again. But Shout out to White and Justin.
So in the last week, we were supposed to link up with Adam here, but he had a lot of stuff going on. So we ended up Larry Del Reed, Justin Time, Fedora Mike, and their camera guy,
Zane.
Zane. I don't know why I want to call him Nico. Came down. They did the pod. Chad got 2 interviews also out of that. Then we went to Chicago and back in 36 hours and got the Adam interview. So,
hell yeah. So
we've been he's getting other ones in between. So like I said, that's why we had to. The live kind of got pushed off, and the mukbangs are just kind of being put on hold right now because he has so many interviews in the tuck. He just posted on social media at the beginning of the year. His thing was, I'm going to do 60 interviews this year, 2024. We are approaching the end of April, and he has done 30 already in 4 months. So, it's going to be a little difficult to top that next year, Chetty Bobby.
Yeah, so this is what I want to do for y'all. I couldn't make the post on YouTube, but I'm really proud of myself with this so far. We're about to go through. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post the playlist link for all of the ChadArmesTV interviews, okay? But I'm fixing to give y'all a rundown of what 2024 has been for ChadArmesTV interviews. This is just the interviews alone. This is not Day in the Life. This is not music stuff. This is not I Got Some Shit to Say or Over the Top. Keep in mind of that because we're doing all that stuff full time too. This is just ChadArmesTV interviews, okay? Here is the playlist, and I'm going to pin this, okay? I'm going to give y'all a rundown of every interview that I've shot in 2024. It's 31 of them bad boys. You ready? Mm-hmm. We started off January 3rd with Twack's full interview, right? Twack Dude was January 3rd. January 10th is Jam Wayne interview number 1. January 17th, Leroy Biggs interview. Me and Leroy's done so many. I want to say this is 4 or 5. Number 4, number 5. We've done so much content. Me and Leroy did a really dope one on January 17th. January 20th, Bubba Sparks. January the 24th, Jam Wayne interview number 2. February the 3rd, Twang and Round. February the 10th, Smooth, super talented dude out of Memphis. February 14th, Valentine's Day, Tom Ski Mask, Memphis legend. February 17th, up-and-coming country singer, really, really good kid, was on American Idol, Colby Swift. February 21st, Jam Wayne interview number 3. February the 24th, Lebo, talented country rap guy that is signed to Endless Entertainment, Moneybagg Yo's label. Then we had February 28th, Sierra the Rapper, taking the internet by storm, killing it. That interview is fucking gold, if y'all haven't watched it. These are all fire. But March the 3rd, super talented country singer, Austin Foreman. March 6th, super talented singer. She doesn't have a genre. She can do anything. Corey. March the 6th. March the 9th, Frazier Boy, formerly of 3-6 Mafia, Memphis legend.
That did the song It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp.
Absolutely. March 13th, Emery James, gold interview. Once again, he was just on the podcast again. Shout out Emery. We're working a lot with him. Me and him got some music in the works too. Fun fact. March 16th, a husband and wife, a really dope couple, Relentless Hope, David and Jonna. They tune in a lot.
They're out of Florida.
Out of Florida. That was March 16th. Oh, we're not done. March 20th, Fredo Ruthless. Got a short interview with him while he was coming to do the I Got Some Shit to Say podcast with DJ Chill and Squints. Talented Memphis rapper. Well, he's actually from here, I believe, too. April 3rd, legendary rapper in Nashville, Cool Daddy Fresh.
Mm-hmm.
April the 10th, super dope up and coming country artist Hank Malone. That was April 10th. April 17th, Knoxville, Tennessee legend Mr. Mac. April 20th, Louisiana legend Big Poe. April 22nd, Mr. Really Nice himself, Larry Dale Reed, aka Space Dad, Mr. Valid Clothing, Mr. Talk to Me Nice. April 24th, today, Joe Tyler. Shout out Joe Tyler. He's killing it right now, man. And now this is what's coming. Mises, like we said before, April 27th. Fedora Mike, April 29th. Jam Wayne interview number 4, May 1st. Adam Calhoun number 2, May 4th. Matt Crazy, a.k.a. Mr. Put Your Shoes On, a.k.a. Big Body Charlie, a.k.a. Slick. Yeah. May 8th. The Real Pit, who's a Bama, super dope rapper out of Bama that just got on Jam's new single, Gad Rock. I got one with Real Pit. That's May 11th. And Nokio Beats is May 15th. Now, Nokio, I got a short interview with him the same day I got Fredo's. He produced 2 tracks on Troy and Emmett with DJ Chill. If y'all are familiar with the song Out of Here, me and one did, or Cards, he co-produced those tracks. So we got a short interview with him. And that's not counting all the stuff that I'm going to be filming. 31.
Slim said, the interviews are always fire. Really like the end when you ask them who they are. That's real shit, Chatty. Yep, you're welcome.
That was Mel's idea.
Yeah. We talked about it at the beginning of the year. We were like, ultimately, how can we set things aside? And that was what we came up with. I was like, how about you just ask them? Because ultimately, like, you look at these artists, they can sing, they can rap, that they, talk their shit on their stories or whatever. But in an interview, you're trying to get down to the nit. Like, who are they as a person? Like, if somebody was to ask you, like, what would be your answer?
Yeah,
I'm a mother first and foremost.
It's a church. I haven't talked to church in a while. Me and him's got 2 so far. I'm not sure if we'll end up doing another one or not, but we got the one with him and Leroy that we shot in 2022, and then the one we shot with him in 2021. But we've got, I'm trying to think of any other ones. I don't have anything really locked in. I've got so many scheduled, but we've got a lot of dope pods. We've probably got 6 or 7 podcast episodes in the bank. This Friday, like I said, is Justin Time and Adams episode. The following week is Leroy, Larry Del Reed, and Justin Time and Squints. So there's a lot of that dopeness coming. So 0 for sure, dude. That'd be fire. I'm not going to count it out, man, because when Flip came and got on the podcast, I told him, I was like, man, I told him, 0 is one of my all-time favorites too. And who knows, man? I still I'd love to do one with Flip when he's back in town. Yeah. We had him on the pod, but I like to do like a ChadArmesTV interview with him,
And we've talked to several people, and everybody's, down. It's just, scheduling, trying to be here or there, whatever works.
People are busy, man.
Because, aside from him doing the interviews, he has 2 podcasts, and, we have things going on here, at the house, and
yeah, and like with Over the Top, like tomorrow we're dropping what's tomorrow? 90s commercials, which is a hilarious episode with me, Tony, Chance, and Brandon E. But we're trying to pre-record those because I'm going to be busy most of the summer. Some of the other guys that are on it are too. So we're trying to get a lot of those banked. So when I'm recording those pods, I'm going and recording 2 at a time every week. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just.
But we also have like May 2nd through the 5th, we will be involved with Redneck Rave. They're getting content. Leroy, a couple of our team will be there. We'll be on stage. We have that, and then the South Fork Mudding Festival, which is formerly known as Tailgates and Tall Boys, July or August 1st
to the 3rd.
Through the 3rd, but we will be there from the 31st to the 4th. So, I'll be there doing that content and stuff. So we're just trying to finagle and make sure that we have enough banked up for when we do have to travel out of town. Buddy of ours is getting married in June, so we're gonna have to travel out of town for that.
Yeah, shout out Brandon A, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the co-host, one of the new co-hosts on Over the Top, and man, it is. Brandon's been he's been my friend since like 2003, man, and one of my close friends, like a brother, since 20 years now, and he was there when I started doing my music. He's always been around, man, but we've just been living life, and he's not doing music anymore, and that's all I'm doing is that and interview. So we just kind of stay busy. He's got, a daughter now and stuff, but we linked back up a couple months back, man, and got him on an episode, and I was like, man, you got to come on as many of these as you want to, and he's like, man, I'm down for whatever. So the pod has really, I love the pod regardless, Over the Top, but Brandon and BJ have been super dope additions for me, Tony and Chance, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention like that alone, but like there's so much content that we're working on. I'm trying to balance that with music, and I've got a few songs, but every time I start working on songs, I'm like, man, I've got this. So it's kind of just balancing. I'm mainly just working on collab songs right now. I'm not really trying to work on solo stuff unless something just jumps out at me. I've got a bunch of, collabs in the works. Because that's kind of, music-wise, that's kind of what I'm focusing on. Because everybody in Show Improve's working on their stuff. I'm trying to help with that as well.
Yeah, because I think it's still like Chad's got a solo project he's working on, and Leroy's got a joint project. Chad and one another joint project. One and Leroy a joint project. Twack and City joint project.
Yep.
One a solo project. Leroy solo project. I think Legacy, he's got back in the swing of
New
things.
album, Tin Man's album.
Tin Man's album fixing to drop. Chucky B is supposed to be dropping some singles and videos lined up. So there's a lot going on from the camp, and it's all hands on deck. So
no, for sure. Balancing always is the catch. It's just whatever it is, because I've always been a content, like ever since YouTube started. Really, I was maybe a year after it started popping when I wanted to start putting on stuff on YouTube. ChadArmesTV started at the last day of 2008, but I had other channels, like personal channels, and I would upload videos on those like in 2007. You know what I mean? Before Chad Arms was even a thing. ChadArmesTV was a thing. But I've always been, heavy on content, and because that's what it is. That's what it is now. It's key, man. Content is key. Like that's what everybody wants. They don't want just audio. They want videos. They want visuals. They want shorts. They want long form videos. They want podcasts. They want music videos. They want everything. So
at Wally World. Catherine's at Wally World, and it's on speaker. So everybody
heck yeah, shout out Wally World, everybody at Walmart, shout out.
Don't cuss.
Yeah, well, you're in Walmart, so there's probably somebody wearing a
Pajama pants or something.
No pants at all. Probably like John Deere Crocs, and she's in Arizona though, so maybe not. Down here, they definitely would be.
Can't wait to see Jam Wayne's next interview. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Oh yeah, old Jambo, man. We sat down for about 20 minutes right before he shot that new video that him and Pitt just did, Gad Rock. Just kind of catching up with him, you know what I mean? He's had a lot going on, and you know they're gearing up for the rave. You know, that's gonna be his first performance. So we've got some content planned around that too. So
I also have I'm gonna have a merch drop here in the next couple of days. Throughout our traveling escapades over the Monday and Tuesday, we kind of honed in on where we want to go with the next drop. I just got to iron a couple little details out with one of them, but yeah, we're gonna have a merch drop here pretty soon, too.
Yeah, it's been a few months. It's time for another little droppity doo-dah, baby.
Also, if anybody's previously ordered merch from us and you need to re-up, I have merch.
We have good stock. Whatever we don't, we're gonna take it to tailgates. Whatever we don't.
Yeah, a good collection of sizes and colors. So if there's anything that you need,
small to 4X, we're out of 5X finally.
Yeah, or missed out on, hit us up, and we'll see what we got for you.
Yeah, and we actually still got some physical copies of Joe and Jerry, Troy and Emmett, Dedicated, and Live Forever. Not any signed ones, but we've got some regular physical CDs of those 4 albums as well.
Chatty team members getting pre-orders, absolutely. They will get first dibs. I will put the warning out for them, letting them know when I'm going to drop, so that they can kind of get things in order. I know how it is. I've been there. And then when I get it ready for the drop, I will give them exclusive amount of time to be able to get their orders in first. I'm not going to put a limit on these. These are just going to be what it is. You know, like with the albums, when I did the albums in the Live by the Label, they were specified to, we were only doing this many. Get yours now. And that's exactly what we did. And that worked out great. We thank everybody that participated in that. So we've put out every just about every color of the normal Show and Proof logo. Even started doing some other, you know, like sayings on, you know, the shirts, and some did better than the others, which is okay too. So we're going to venture towards some of the color waves that we haven't necessarily tapped in with yet, and then also the new drop. So
there's one that Bree's been asking for a hot 6 months.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's one in the colorway.
I think one's asked for it too.
Yeah, it's gonna look fire, and I think the black and neon greens, those did well, but we only did a limited number. Those were cool.
Our following wasn't like it is now, though. Our following wasn't like it is now.
No, and we couldn't get talls. We didn't know we could get tall tees back then either. That was like 2 years ago.
Those of you, if you missed out, I still have some O&E shirts as well.
Oh yeah, we got a few that we do have a few of his left, don't we?
It's what's the animal that's on there?
It's a grizzly.
It's a grizzly.
Yeah.
And it says "Still going hard in the trap."
Yeah, there's.
And then O&E on the back. So.
Black and blue, that's another one. Yeah, the black with blue. That was the same time we did the black with neon green. That black with blue is fire. for sure.
Yeah, so I gotta hit it a lick too and see where we're gonna go with it. Still going hard in the rap. But yeah, be on the lookout for those as well.
Still going hard in the rap. Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, we're just we're both still tired. I'm because we only got about 4 hours of sleep Sunday night and about 4 hours of sleep Monday night.
I had like 2 and 2. But I've had severe sinus issues for the whole part of this year. I had COVID towards the end of last year, and then like 60 days later, I had the flu. And my sinuses have been just bankrupt ever since. Just they are awful. And I was going to like Walgreens and just on the shelf the Sudafed allergy combo pill that you just buy off the shelf. And I went there to go re-up. I've been taking it all year long. And the little girl that was stocking the shelves, she was like, "Is there anything I can help you with?" And I was like, I'm not sick. I'm not sick. But my nose just tends to like lock up. You know, I can't breathe. I sound like what, Chucky Finster. You know, like when I'm talking, like it's bad. And so she was like, "Go over there and talk to the pharmacist." And I was like, "Okay," you know. And the pharmacist is like, "Yeah, you need the good Sudafed, the one that we keep back here, the one that we have to see your driver's license." I was like, "Okay." The whole time in my mind, I'm like, "This is not gonna work. Nothing works." I've tried saline spray. I've used Afrin for years. Like, nothing works. So like, yeah. And they were like, "Well, the medicine that you were taking probably is drying you out too much, which is creating the problem." Blase, blase. I was like, "Okay." So they give me the real Sudafed, and boy, does this shit work. But I know why they have it locked up now, because I can't go to sleep. You know, you take what you're supposed to and the amount of time that you're supposed to in order to breathe. You have to breathe in order to survive. And I'm wired. So when I realized I was, you know, going 90 miles an hour, my grandfather was like, "Maybe you just need to take one, you know, so, like you're a lightweight." So I took one, and then my nose went. We were in the car. I mean, just locked smooth up. I was so miserable in the car. I could have jumped out of the car on the interstate and just let people run over me. I was just miserable. So I had to go back to taking 2 pills. So I may not sleep ever again. Who knows?
I think you'll sleep at some point.
Yeah, well.
I mean, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. I was just trying to catch up on my thing.
Yeah, man, that's kind of been our week. We've what up, Wezzy? What's up, Naomi? Yeah, that's been what it is, man. We're running on fumes last night. I was like, "Do you want to do a live tomorrow or tonight?" And we looked at each other and was like, "Nah, let's do it another night." We could have, but we were both tired, and from where we were so tired for the last 2 days, I fell asleep. We went in there and went to sleep at like 11 or something.
I know it was early, but I didn't know what time it was.
Yeah, and then so I was up at 5 because Jazzy's tugging at me wanting some breakfast treat. And so I was like, well, shit, I'll just get up. So because I had interviews to edit and all that stuff. So I've been up since 5, which I normally don't get up that early. I usually get up about 7. Oh yeah, it's all good though, man. It's all part of the. It's all part of it. We got a very dope batch of content on the way out. We've been having dope content, but between the pods and the interviews and there's a lot of cool stuff coming down the pipeline, man. So I hope that y'all are as excited to see it as I am for y'all to see it, because there's a lot to talk about. And I'm excited that y'all are gonna get to see this Mises interview too. Me and Mises have been talking about doing that for a minute. We've been cool for. I'm assuming it's probably been a year now when we met, and
So.
yeah, because we met when Broadnax came up here. Me and him recorded our song. We recorded it at Mises's. So it's been a little over a year probably. But salute to Mises, man. When we was in we was on the outskirts of Chicago, and Mises was there. We stopped in at a struggle show, so Adam could say what's up with Strug, and Mises was there because that's where he's from too. But he was there shooting music videos, so it was cool to see him there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a dope interview, man. If you really want to get us, kind of get a glimpse, we've showed him on the pod, but we kind of do more of a deep dive with Mises on this one, and it's really cool. Appreciate it, Trev. Yeah, just trying to keep her pushing, man. You know. Shout out to J Hop for the sign.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Squizzles for the poster. Shout out
Yep.
to Lex for the poster.
Squints did this one too, right? Or was this Lex?
I think that was Lex. I think that was Lex. Yeah.
Lex.
Squints Man did them for Lex though. I can't remember.
Yeah.
That time frame was a blur, but
Yeah.
yeah, they're all dope. Back pieces for the.
Yeah, we gotta move some stuff around and finish up what I need to finish up in here. I'm gonna fit all that in. Um, we've also been in the process of like getting everything done, trying to, spring clean. Um, went through the cabinets and pitched out a bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have a closet in here in this room that's full of my clothes. And then in another bedroom, the closet is full of my clothes, and plus that bedroom is full of clothes. There's like, I don't know, 10 totes in there full of clothes. So, been slowly trying to go through and figure out what I need to put in the garage, what I need to get rid of, on and so forth. So just kind of doing the spring cleaning aspect of it, getting stuff together. My grandfather decided to go get this camper. It don't look so much like a camper right now because he's done gutted it and tore the windows out of it, and it's just a shell. And he's gonna bring that one back to life. It's like his little project, so we've got that going on. Also, one of the ones that he's already previously finished, I got to get it put up for sale. My daughter recently went and bought another car, so currently I have 6 vehicles in my possession. I need to get rid of one because insurance payments. Jesus Christ.
Those clips you post on are funny. Riding in the truck. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That riding with Bubba. That riding with Bubba Jim episode was. I'm so glad we got to do that. I'm so glad we got to do any of that. Period. But that specific day, that specific piece of content is some of my favorite. Whizzle.
Well, I mean, anything, like, even if you go back in the archives and you look at when Worm was first on, and any time that he was on after that, whether you were filming Dan live content, whether you were filming studio footage, whether you were filming, at a show, outside of a show, anytime he opened his mouth,
Oh, yeah.
that
Just,
was where it went,
Yeah, him.
That was just him.
That's how he always was, man.
And he was like that off camera.
Yeah, man.
You couldn't help but to, like, click your camera on, and film him, because it didn't matter if he was telling a story about the fucking grass outside. It was going to be funny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Whizzle and Leroy would have been legendary. That would have been a legendary tag team duo. They would have probably already done a set at Zany's together probably by now. But yeah, that would have been otherworldly.
We just recently had 3 years creep up on us. Worm's been gone for 3 years.
Yeah, R.I.P. April 19th, man. So it was 3 years. That's another reason why I've been posting a lot of those clips, because I feel like I don't know, I always just want to, at least once a year around this time,
He was just a homie. They didn't go to school. They were from 2 separate counties.
Did you go to school with who?
I think Worm and them.
Oh, no, Worm was older than me. And I'm not from where they're from. Yeah, shout out Colt Ford, man. I love you, Bubba. I sent him a text and told him I hope he gets feeling better. And I'm praying for him. I loved him. He made a post on Facebook saying that he's got a long road, but he hates that he's gonna miss all these shows. He thanks all his fans. Like that's a legendary person, man. Outside of music, Colt's a really good person.
Yeah.
Super chill, super cool.
And there's so much there's an interview. Chad did an interview with Colt Ford.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much history in that interview that you would not have any idea.
Yeah.
That he was a part of. He had a hand in. He's like, oh, do you remember such and such, such and such? And we're like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, I was in the studio when that was recorded. I helped write this. I helped do this. And it was like, what? You? He was like, yeah. So.
Yeah, man, it's just dope that y'all enjoy watching the content that we do, man. Honestly.
Yeah.
When I took that break, I've always wanted to entertain people, and my version of entertaining people is just like this stuff, or whatever I can. But when I started ChadArmesTV, I had no idea what I was wanting to do. I didn't know what I wanted the channel to be, and I wish I would have known back then, because I could have been doing this. But you can second guess all the time. If you look in the rear view, you can see everything. That's the one main thing that I regret, is that I wasn't in that interview. Like, I wish I could have got Worm's story. That's what I wish the most. I think about from a content aspect. You know what I'm saying? Because me and him spoke multiple times about documentary. Man, we need to do a documentary. We need to do a documentary. You know, and that's ultimately what would have happened, or we would have at least done the ChadArmesTV interviews, and that would have been a thing. I mean, there would have been so many. But when I started filming again, I hadn't posted a video on here in 9 years. That was not even my life at that point. ChadArmesTV. It was Chatty Bobby, my movie and wrestling stuff. And
Well, when Worm got out and, y'all linked back up, it was, trying to figure out, you know, get the game plan, you know.
yeah, yeah.
How are you going to record? How are we going to do this? How are we going to do that? When do you want to do this? When do you want to do that? And it was all these things. And of course, like he was having trouble even writing because, like, everything's digital, now. So, like, Chad would shoot him over beats, and his phone was constantly just ding, 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 ding. And so then he called and he was like, I can't, this is impossible. So then we had to go get a radio. Like, they got a little radio, like a CD player or whatever. And we had to burn it onto, like, the beats and stuff. We had to burn them onto a disc so that he could just put that in, put his phone down, and he could write. Like, on with a pencil and a piece of paper, and but it was constant, people hitting him up, people wanting to talk, people wanting to call him, and you had all these plans, and it was a complete shock what happened,
Yeah, R.I.P. Wizzle. Yeah, I mean, you probably could do a documentary of him, but my thing is, me personally, I just, I wish that was something we could have done before, But, I mean, at least we got the content that we got for y'all,
Yeah.
But we've got a bunch of cool stuff, man. Like I said, I was really glad to be able to sit down with everybody that I'm able to sit down with and interview. But you know, Mises and Adam again, because so much has happened since the last time that me and him sat down. He's dropped 3 albums. He's had another kid.
Yeah, the last time we went up there, Gray was just born.
Yeah. Now
and
he's
then
got.
this time we.
Oh, she's a boss now, son.
Yeah. She is the cutest thing.
Yeah, she's sweet as can be.
You can tell she marches to the beat of her own drum,
Yeah.
and her daddy and her brother and her mama just follow.
I did too.
So,
she was like,
yeah, she's like, get
she
up.
was letting us know what's up,
She's so sweet and so funny. Like they have Smoke and Suge. I think Suge's name has been Suge his whole life. Well, Gray just calls him Bear. So his
that's
name
what he
is
looks
Bear
like.
now.
That's what they look like. They're such good dogs, too, man.
Yeah.
Such good dogs. I mean, one of them is. He is almost the size of a horse. He's the nicest. I mean, they're great. Enjoyment, yeah, man. Yeah, that's.
Oh, Squizzles.
Squizzles in the building. What up, Squizzle?
No notification. That's nice.
Shout out YouTube. Appreciate y'all YouTube. We've been just been devoting. Just countless hours, consistently uploading, growing our subscribers, and then y'all are just like, eh. I found out too though, and it doesn't apply to anybody in the chat because they're interacting, but I do know if you're not very active in commenting on videos and lives and stuff now, YouTube will stop putting that content owner's content in your feed if you're not engaging. It's just always changing, man. It's just keeping up with it's the problem. Shout out Pecker. The word Pecker, dude. Fucking
Jesus.
throwback. Yeah, but that's
Squints is gonna get we get the new studio. He's been diligently working, getting stuff placed on the wall and stuff, but he's coming back. He's constantly like, maybe I should change this, maybe I should do that, maybe I should do this, and he's getting it together. It really is.
yeah, we're gonna have Squints is gonna start going live again. It just won't be able to do it on Sunday nights. So whatever night he ends up doing, like we'll obviously share it so y'all know that to tap in.
Yeah.
But he's definitely still doing. Still going to do Squint 615 live. It's a lot to try to say. We had to the Adam interview was awesome, man. You know, like the first one, I want to say it was an hour, 2 hours. This one's almost an hour and a half. But it's dope. The interview's dope. The time he got to get on the pod that's coming out Friday is really dope. So there's a lot of cool stuff to check out on there, man. Keep rolling. Shout out Fred Durst.
Oh, this thing. I forgot.
What? Limp Biscuit?
No.
Oh.
Mine was on only top comments. It wasn't on all.
Oh.
So that could have been something I
yeah.
missed. They changed this thing on YouTube where it just shows the top comments, which I don't know how they would determine what's a top comment versus something else. But if it's on top comments, there's some comments that you don't see. So I forgot to click it. My bad. And I think that goes for everybody. You know, anytime that you go on to someone's live, if you don't have it on all comments, then you can't see.
Yeah, I didn't even know that either.
All right, Squints, love you.
Love you, Bubba. He called me earlier on FaceTime. He was like, dude, look at Hartley. Hartley was on her phone playing Roblox. And the commentary, I'm telling y'all, we're going to figure out, we already know what it's going to be called, and we're going to figure it out. Squints' youngest daughter is going to be a YouTube star, I promise you. We were sitting, he just held the phone, she was just commentating on playing. She's got it, dude, I'm telling you. It's gonna be great, dude.
Yeah, Naomi, that's where I had to click it. The 3 lines thing at the top.
I'm excited for dinner. What'd you say you're doing?
I have no idea.
Oh, I thought you, okay.
I don't know what it's called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out. We got some Doritos in there I may munch on. Big Whoop want to fight about it? Man.
I worked yesterday, so when I got home, I threw pizza in the oven and called it a day. I don't even remember walking back to the bedroom.
Well, I tell y'all, we've been together for a good while. We've been together almost 4 years, and usually Mel stays up at least 5 minutes, sometimes 10. Usually I crash before she does. She's watching TikTok. She's just up, and because she can't sleep. And when I tell y'all last night, when we laid down, and I kissed her goodnight, we were laying there. Normally she'll pull her phone up and we'll look at TikToks. I looked over. She was just laying there, so I pulled my phone up and started looking at TikToks. And I'm not kidding. It could not have been a minute, and she was asleep snoring. Within 60 seconds of laying on the pillow, I'm not even trying to exaggerate for the camera. Like I feel like it was that fast, because I pulled my phone out of my pocket and looked through it, hit TikTok, and was scrolling up the FYP, and I looked over, and she was already. And no, it couldn't have been longer than a minute. And I was like, oh, okay.
Well,
so I just put my AirPods on and listened to a podcast till I fell asleep. Which wasn't long, I'm sure. Maybe 2-3 minutes.
All the way up until that point, I had only slept 6 hours in 3 days. 2, 2, and 2.
Yeah.
So
6 hours and 3 days.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, Kurt. Yeah, dude, it was yeah, I couldn't help but laugh. I was just like, she pulled a me. I don't think I've ever been that fast. Maybe I have.
Yeah.
But we were tired, man.
Because as soon as we got back into town, I went to work, and then
straight to work.
Yeah.
You had like an hour. We tried to plan it to where she could get home with like 2.5, 3 hours before she had to go in. And we were on that path, and then there was like a 4-car wreck on the interstate we were on. It was a straight shot, basically. We had to detour through Evansville, and it was just like ping, 30-mile stretch here, nothing around you, 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. Ping, turn left, 30. I mean, that's what we did for 3 hours. We would have been home like probably 1. We ended up getting home like 2:30.
Yeah.
No. Fucking man, just trying to get that shit together, baby. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, we got some dope shit on the way though, man. I got a song with me and Joe Tyler, which we spoke about. I can say it now because we spoke about it on the interview.
Yeah.
An interview dropped today. Me and Joe Tyler got a banger already recorded that we're going to drop in a few months. We're going to schedule it for later in the summer. Produced by Dub 3030. Me and Dusty Lee have one that's really, really dope. Mel shared a snippet of it on Instagram. It's called Working with the Moon. It's me and Dusty Lee. It's produced by Dub 3030. It's fire too. Mm-hmm. And me and Lee Rizzle, man, we got like half of, you could say half of Bad Habits 2's done, if not more than half, depending on how many we use. And it's coming along really nice, Clark. But me and Lex Top Dollar got a song in the works. I just got to finish my parts to it. It's produced by Dub as well.
That's cool.
Oh. Jeez. But yeah, man, that's the one with Lex is really Dub. Dub produced it too. Fun fact about that one: that track is a track that was supposed to be me, Lex, and Worm. It was the second beat I ever bought from Dub. The first one was Origami in 2021. I think I may have bought them in 2020, and because Origami was one that I just wrote a verse and a hook for and just had it sitting. Like, do I need to write another verse? Do I get somebody on it? And then Worm got out, and it just worked out. I sent it to him. He liked it, you know.
I responded to this comment. Naomi said, Evansville, Indiana used to be nothing but cornfields, LOL. Well, the further you travel north, it's not necessarily cornfields. It's a lot of flat land, a lot of farmland. But, like, they have wind turbine farms.
Oh, man. Yeah.
When you're headed to Chicago. So, yeah, we were just in the middle of it. They were on both sides of the road.
Yeah, I wish we would have filmed more. I should have got you to use my camera phone. My camera phone.
You
old ass 9,000 years old?
Yeah. Old ass bitch.
ChadArmesTV can't even say electronics right. But it came to a point with those, what are they called?
The wind turbines?
Yeah. That there was an alarming amount of them on each side.
I mean, there were thousands.
It started out, you'd see one here, ping, 2. There's 2 here. Oh, there's 3. Then now there's 6 or 7. Then it gets to where we look, and for miles, you just see hundreds of these things. And I looked at her, and I was like, this feels like some horror movie shit. Like like just seeing it, it was just crazy because there was nobody else coming on the interstate but us. Because it was one of those open ass fucking roads with nothing but country around it. I mean, we went 20 miles before we even had a gas station or a dollar. There's always a Dollar General somewhere.
There's so many Dollar Generals.
Yeah.
Like, even if you are off the beaten path, we said that one of these times when we go on these adventures that we go on, we're going to count, like, how many dollar stores. There was one time in particular, I don't even know what town we were in.
No.
And I was like, he was driving, and I was like, hey. And he was like, what? And I was like, it literally said $2 stores. They were side by side. He said, no fucking way. Yeah. And I was like, but the sign is right there. So, yeah. But, yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to play a game.
Yeah, that trip, when she showed me that, I was like, there's no way there's a Dollar General next to a Dollar General. There's no way that's a thing. And we pulled up, and sure enough, and I was like, are you? And then we went through the light, and of course, we looked to the side, and it's like it was empty. So I guess they just never, I mean, they still had the light on and everything.
Yeah, it was weird.
But when she showed me that, because it was way on up the road, I was like, dude, there's no way we got to film this. But.
How's Moline? What is Moline?
Maybe somebody he's talking to in the chat. I don't know.
I see the Rust Belt next weekend.
Yeah, I don't. He's not talking to us.
I don't know.
Good to see you again. Don't stop grinding. Your bars are dope, fam. Just a couple months. Thanks to you, Cal, putting this on. Shout out Tusky. Red. Mm-hmm. That's what's up, man. Hell yeah, dude. But yeah, dude. Those turbines, man. When she looked up how many of them there were, and I was like, what are they? I was just so clueless. I was like, what do they do? Like, what? So I had her, like, Google search, and she knew most of it already. But
I was like, Moline, Indiana. That's probably we drove through there. The Quad Cities of Moline, Indiana.
Yeah, I don't know if we drove through some part of Indiana.
Well, we drove through all of it.
Yeah. And it looked, I mean.
We touched 4 states going and 4 states coming back.
And it did not look. Yeah, I don't know.
This was Chad's main question. He said, what do people do way out here?
I'm not. I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing. Like, we're in the country, but there's stuff. Like, you're just 10, 15 minutes away from it. In some deep country, you're 25, 30 minutes away from it, right?
He was like,
but there's stuff. There's no stuff. Like, there's a downtown with a general store type shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, I need to go to Walmart for some. You're going to take a plane to a Walmart. You got plenty of room to land an airplane out there. Mm-hmm. But it was wild, man. It was fucking, yeah. But it was cool though. I mean, it was the scenic route. I mean,
yeah, we did the scenic route.
But yeah, man, I got some dope stuff coming out, man. I got some more collabs in the works too. Mm-hmm. Me and Juan are fixing to start working on our 3rd collab project, which I don't think we haven't announced it publicly yet, but we will. But we're fixing to start working on the 3rd one. You know, we had Troy and Emmett, Joe and Jerry, and so I know Twack and City's album is finished, and it's fire, son. It's a lot of it's stuff that's been done. They just haven't been able to put it out yet. But yeah, it's good stuff, man. Good stuff. Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, Moline is, I think it's, yeah, that was too far away. You weren't close to there.
One's got some new bangers that are gonna be sick. Have to drive to Temple. No, but yeah, that here in the South especially, Dollar Generals are
Popular.
I mean, our city is so. I mean, it's so small. There's two in our city. I mean, you could say it's not our city. It's right outside it. $2 Generals on the main road. There's $2 Generals. There's so many Dollar Generals.
On that stretch of highway alone, there's 1, 2.
There's like 6.
3, 4, 5, 6. I think there's 7.
And shout out to them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Maybe 8. And then there may be more just on this strip road.
We're talking about Dollar Generals. You know what I mean? But yeah, and shout out to Dollar General. I went there today. I had to get some waters and some Coca-Colas. But
your country is fucking
now the Dollar General Market, which is where I went, those are extra fuego though.
Huh?
Fire fuego. I tried to speak Spanish.
Try to sound cool or something.
Yeah. Try is the operative word, yeah.
To $5 Generals. Yeah, that seems to be what it is. Jazzy isn't making her.
Oh, she's chilling.
She tried it.
Well, she started getting TREATs again, and she's on her best behavior now.
Yeah, she tried it. Yeah. I had to.
We started giving her.
She walked in here and.
she got off probation.
I was like, I'm not dealing with you today.
Yeah, she got off probation.
Yeah, she got those back, and then we went to the local grocery store, and I told him, I said, she really likes chicharrones. And he was like, chicharrones, what's that? I was like, pork skins. She loves those. And we got home, and he was amazed.
Like, I've seen this dog. I've been coming here over, I've been with Mel for 4 years, but Jazzy loves getting treats and food like any dog. I've never in my life seen her this hype though. Like, she was like on the verge of having a conniption fit for these things. And Mel hadn't even opened the bag yet. She just knew what the bag sounded like and looked like, I guess. Mm-hmm. So she's like Lil Jon 2004 is playing in the club. That's how hype she gets. Shout out to Lil Jon though,
Yeah, and then when, we gave her a couple and we were like, okay, that's it. Mm-hmm. And Chad went to touch her and she's like,
yeah, she wasn't having it, dude.
She's nuts.
She wasn't having that shit, man. Notification gang in the building, man. Y'all be sure to definitely keep those turned to all, because we post a lot. Now, I know after a certain amount every day they don't notify you, but
yeah,
you can pretty much guarantee some form of content will be dropping every 4 to 6 hours on the channel.
Where are we at on subscribers right now?
We're at 85. Oh man, we're getting there. Let's see. 85,672. So we're closing in on 86K, man. We're gonna get there, dadgummit.
Mm-hmm. Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. Hell yeah, man. We're out here trying to make it shake, son.
Yeah, that's just right down the road from us, Naomi. It's like 20 minutes. That means Naomi's up here in our neck of the woods. I wonder if she's been to Springfield.
Springfield. Which video, Bubba?
When you was on the fitness journey, when you started, after you did the Bronex thing, where you started losing weight and stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm still fighting them demons, man. I'll be honest with you. I'm not doing as good as I was, but I haven't gained the weight back. I just haven't lost anymore. I really want to start walking. Like, I think starting in May, I may start doing that because it'll finally be. I think we'll be out of the woods as far as cold and stuff. I'd love to start doing that. Start doing that. It's gonna be popping.
Fun fact: our restaurant's gonna be right across the street from Aldi's.
Oh shit! Hell yeah, son.
We're building our new restaurant.
I had a craving for your restaurants tonight.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but I was like, well, yeah. Having it for WrestleMania when me and, I went and got it for me and Brandon and his fiance.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whoo, that shit hits because she works there, but we haven't eaten there. But I haven't eaten there, but maybe twice in the last 6-8 months. I used to eat there 3 times a month back in the day. But since she works there, you would think we would eat it a lot more, and we eat it a lot less. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I have it every day.
Oh yeah, so I haven't. Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Look, they said I lost 110 pounds. Do not quit. Do not give up. We are our own worst enemy. Not trying to be rude. There's something you want to go do. Just go do it, bro.
No, for
That
sure.
is very true.
For sure, man.
Naomi, I'm gonna ask you: are you familiar with the Blue Roof Chinese restaurant in Springfield? My hand's cold. Like my fingers are cold.
Yeah, they are. It's weird. It's not cold in here.
Well, my arm's not cold though.
No, it's not.
Weird.
That is weird. Usually your feet will get cold, but not your hands.
I have not been south very much.
Gotcha. No, man. Yeah, we don't really go north, or we don't go west at all, or haven't. I'm not saying we won't. She's been to Vegas and stuff, but I haven't ventured out west. We mainly just stay in the south, eastern, or northeastern. I mean, I guess Midwest. I hate that it's called the Midwest and it's right above us. That doesn't make sense to me.
What, like Illinois?
Like Illinois, Indiana,
Yeah.
Ohio. Yeah, we was in North Carolina last year for those shows, and then we've been to South Carolina when we did that stuff with Blind Fury back in 2022. It's crazy. That's that long, 2 years ago. I need to link back up with Fury too. We just keep missing each other whenever we're in town, or he's in town, or I'm. But we spoke about it a few times.
Don't go far from the res much, yeah. Yeah, over the last couple of years, we've been what's that movie with the log trucks?
Final Destination, 100%. I'm just gonna hold the mic for the rest of the live. It's getting on my nerves.
Oh.
I don't care how it looks like normally because I'm not on camera, but I can't get it to ever look right.
Now you see everybody that you're filming, how they're always like, that don't look right. That don't look right. Like,
show down, baby.
We're gonna have to get something to like put around their neck and then just like clip it on there.
Yes, Charles Reeves. Bro, I can't. How do I find where I can download him on my WWE game? Because I tried searching it, but the searching's weird on there. You have to just search hashtags. Dude, is Squint still in here? Squint thought that him creating that wrestler was the greatest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
So then I was like, dude, what if I could get him to create Squints? He did. Hang on, I'm watching it.
Is that you?
That's me.
Oh
It
my
looks just
God.
like me. Look. Look at Squints. It's got my glasses. This is great, dude. Is Squints his manager?
Jesus.
Yeah, that's great, dude. Shout out to WWE 2K and shout out Charles Reeves. Yeah, post the link in the live chat for me, dog. That is great, dude. That's it. Yeah, that's great. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out.
Parentheses. Matthew said, "What up? What up?
What
Matthew?"
up? Shout out to the White Fat Albert.
That's yep.
Yeah, dude. Shout out to Charles Reeves, man. Oh, Louis the singer, man. Yeah, I'd love to do an interview with Louis, man. He's super talented. I've spoken to. I may be able to make that happen at some point. I know that Coco knows them guys, him and Frankie J both. And I was talking to Coco about trying to see if I could get a sit down with Frankie J too, because he's always been one of my favorite R&B guys to listen to. And I know that they work closely. Louis the singer and Frankie J do. Yeah, he's dope. No, yeah, Frankie J, yeah, for sure. Legend. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now, Chris Brown.
He
Chris
dog walked
Brown,
Quavo.
all these dudes like all these mainstream diss songs I've been hearing back and forth, bro. Like the Drake and the Kendrick and the J. Cole's and all that. Chris Brown's diss to Quavo is leaps and bounds better than any of those disses.
It's the best diss I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy, dude. Like, because I always knew, I mean, I always listened to the stuff that Chris Brown dropped when he was rapping, like when he was dropping mixtapes back in the day. And then Quavo tried to do like a response, and it was like, it wasn't terrible, but like Quavo ain't no bar heavy dude. And it just didn't.
They are tearing his ass up on
Chris,
TikTok though.
Quavo's getting drug on TikTok. But I love the song, man. I've listened to that Chris Brown song. It's so many times. He snapped. But I'm excited about what the future holds for us, man. Really am. I think y'all are gonna enjoy all of it. Just keep supporting. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are why we do what we do. It's all about the supporters, man. Nashville. You wish we had that Nashville hot chicken here? Yeah. Gucci just did it earlier. Oh, that's great. Shout out Gucci.
Today?
I guess so. I don't know. Gucci. Shout out Gucci, man. Literally, Gucci, man.
I'm gonna guess that they're only doing this because of Church and Tom. I don't think they even know who Church and Tom are, actually.
Yeah, that and see that Drake stuff. I don't even know if that's him. Like he leaked some shit, but then he had like AI Snoop Dogg and AI Tupac on it, and I was like, huh? No, no, no. We're talking about. I'm talking about Drake. No, I'm talking about Drake and Kendrick and J. Cole and Chris Brown dissing Quavo. Oh yeah, well I don't know if they do or not. Yeah, I was just talking about the main like the ones that's all over the like mainstream news and shit. Everybody's talking about. Oh yeah, I'm a fan of Drake and I'm a fan of Rick Ross, but I just don't understand all the stuff they're going back. I mean, all those mainstream dudes going back and forth at each other. Like Rick Ross is saying, "Oh, you got to buy this." They're making fun of each other's like, "Oh, your shit's rented," or you know, I don't know. They're just bored, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, son. It's all in the spirit of hip hop at the end of the day. I mean, I don't think any of the. Dandy got him taking shots. Man, if y'all haven't watched Jaguar Wright's interviews,
Jesus.
just YouTube. Once this live's over, YouTube Jaguar Wright um, interview. I mean, it's all you have to do is type her name in, and it's going to be these interviews after interview, and she's calling out all the stuff that's going on with Diddy. She's called all that stuff like a year ago.
Yeah, like
Because she's a super talented singer that had some popularity in the early 2000s, late 90s, early 2000s, and then for whatever, I mean, you know, but she's very privy to a lot of that stuff, and man, she's dropping bombs on there, dude, and it's wild. Yeah, this is weren't, man. Like being such a hip hop head, like this is were big in the '90s, like really big in the '90s, and then in the early 2000s they were, but like in the last 10, 15 years though, there you don't see a lot of them. You know, there was the Drake back to back against Meek Mill. That's one I remember.
Patriot and waiting country singer, but I'm going to learn to rap to meet you. You don't have to learn how to rap to meet Chad.
No, well, no,
We
no, no.
we deal with a lot of different artists from a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
So
The who was I talking
about the disses in the 90s.
Oh yeah, yeah. So the only ones I really could think of off the top of my head, like in the last 15 years, is Drake's back to back against Meek, Eminem Rap God, obviously, MGK's diss to Rap Devil or whatever to Eminem, I guess. Of course, we all know Eminem clearly won that back and forth back then, but MGK went and is changed genres and is doing 10 times better in the genre he's in. So, you know, salute to them guys. But those were dope back then. But there's just not near as many as there used to be.
The white fat Albert Matthews said, "I blame Cat Williams for all this mess." Laugh my fucking ass off. Abso-fucking-lutely. Because when he opened his mouth and started telling everything he told, all hell broke loose. And ain't nobody friends.
Yeah.
Everybody hates each other.
Yeah, and of course I remember back in the day you had, you know, Gucci and Jeezy. That was a big one. T.I. Lil Flip was a big one back then. And well, I think the Jeezy and Gucci one got outside of just you know, music, but a lot of those other ones were, you know, those were the ones I remember back then. Of course, Jay-Z, Nas, and of course Hitman or Hit 'Em Up. I'd say it's top 3 disses of all time. Nas's Ether against Jay-Z. Of course, Jay-Z and, you know, like Nas's Ether is definitely up there too. For
MGK
sure.
has been with Jelly. God, I don't know, for like a week. They were in the studio together. They went into this other thing together. He came and watched Shelly at the Ryman. And there was a bunch of shit they did.
Yeah,
Cat Williams should have started with I got some shit to say.
God, that would have been fire. We'd be out of here.
Show and prove to Show and Prove finally famous.
Yeah. Show and Prove, whatever Cat Williams' label is.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, we've been you've been talking to Burden.
Yeah, me and Burden got something we're working on. Whenever he's in town, I'm gonna make sure we sit down with the interviewing pod. And then me and him are working on some music actually too, I think. So stay tuned for that. Shout out Burden. Good people, man. Salute to him on sobriety too, man.
We have O&E's been off cigarettes for how long now?
A little over 2 weeks, he said
2
today.
weeks, yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to O&E. For sure. And check out Norman Sand. Yeah, I don't know if I know who that is. Are they from, where are they from, like East Coast or? Well, shout out to Mises. Mises is actually live on YouTube right now. If y'all haven't tapped into Mises' music and Mises' just messages and stuff, like Mises is doing a thing now where he's putting a lot of content out on his channel where he's basically just reading verses from scriptures from the Bible, and it's really dope, man. It's really cool. I'm glad that he's doing that.
I think he's explaining it, because
yeah, he's making it relatable. It's so much easier for me to listen to him say it than like read it. I can't. No, he's cool as fuck, man. Mises is dope, man. Like I said, Saturday his interview drops. Me and him, I'm actually going to be on an album of his. He's dropping this year. I think he's dropping multiple projects in the next 12 months. I'm on one of those. I've got a song with him. We'll probably end up doing another one as well. But shout out Mises for sure.
Oh yeah, no problem, Naomi. We're gonna be in and out. I don't know if when the next live will be. I don't know if it'll be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. We just kind of have to see the scheduling permitted.
Yeah.
Because I know that we're dropping interviews on Monday. And I kind of don't want to double stack content, so we may do something on Tuesday or may wait and do it Thursday. Just kind of see where we're at.
Facts.
With everything, because it's different if we already have it pre-planned, but with it kind of being on an off day, if somebody calls and says, hey, such and such is in town, then he's going to have to go do that. You too, Naomi. Thanks for tapping in.
Yeah, appreciate it, Naomi. Hell yeah.
I just realized that one one person that is Chachi.
Oh, Chachi, yeah.
Clip it to the necklace.
I'll try that. And y'all let me know if you hear like the necklace. That may actually work. I think we've had that done before. Somebody's done it before.
Yeah, don't move.
Shout out to Squints for giving this necklace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that Mexican OT would be hilarious, bro. That would be fire. That would be super fired.
Mumbles, you have accomplished a lot. I commend you on everything that you listed that you know, took control of in your life. That's really good.
Yeah.
And if no one else tells you, then I will tell you because I've dealt with addicts and things my whole life, and um, I am truly proud when I see people that are saying I stopped this, I quit this, and you dropped weight as well. I mean, you're really doing it.
No, for sure. We've had country artists on I Got Some Shit Say before, Bubba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't. That's not Chad Arms TV or I Got Some Shit Say is not just rap. I mean, it's not just music with either of those either. We're not limiting podcast guests or Chad Arms TV interviews to just music.
Yeah,
You know,
because
it
I
could
mean,
because it's so much
we
more than just that.
we have so many relationships with so many different people, in different genres. Like, we didn't want that Chat Arms TV or I Got Some Shit to Say to be limited to just, you know,
Music, yeah,
like one thing. Like, we
yeah.
want to put everything on there. Same way with his Over the Top podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Originally started that out, like movies and stuff. Now they're talking about commercials. They're doing wrestling. They're doing, you know, top foods in the 90s, discontinued foods, whatever. They just go there and have a good time. Like, we don't necessarily want to be put in a box.
Yeah. We're trying to work it to where we can get Mel on an episode of Over the Top. Yeah. It's just getting it scheduled to where we can do it.
Yeah.
We got a one that Tony requested if she would want to be on it.
Mumbles, the um, Slick, what is it, Mac? What do you list his name as?
Matt Crazy.
Mac Crazy. He's not a musician, but he went to prison. He did his time. He's reformed his life, and that's his story. And we're there for it. So, we try to keep it open for everything.
Is everything okay with this being on my chain? Is it okay, guys? If so, then that's the move every time. That's what we'll do.
Who you heard of?
Man, I've heard. I don't know if I've listened to any. I've seen the name, but I don't think I've listened to any of his music. None that I remember that I did. You know. No, for sure. Subscription's free. Membership's $3 a month.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, if things start doing what they're doing with the content, getting more and more and more, that may be a route that we may do to give bonus content. I don't know yet. I'm not there with it yet, but it's something I was thinking for the members only, or at least the content can be seen earlier. I know that's what a lot of the guys do. They'll post the full interview, like that. But I don't want to do that because y'all been supporting, you know what I'm saying? But like, it may be a thing where for future interviews, we'll just let the members see it 24, 48 hours earlier or something.
Yeah.
You know. So I know that a few of the channels I'm subscribed to on YouTube, that's what they did with their members. They just give them access for 48 hours before the regular subscribers can get it. But they still get the content. They're not getting deprived of it. What'd you find?
Oh, nothing. Group text or what?
Hang on 1 second, guys. Bear with me.
What are you doing?
I just can't even remember any of my fucking passwords for nothing. It's all good. I can find it when I get done with this.
Oh yeah, Patriot, you just sent it. If you follow him on social media, you can send it that way. Or you can email him at chadarms@gmail.com. Right with the W or R it's with the W, I believe, for O'Gals. The girl that's spilling all the tea.
Jaguar. Right. WRIGHT. Yeah. Jaguar. JAGUAR. But yeah, it's we've actually, that's probably what we'll watch when we get done with this, because we've still got like another hour and a half of our interview to watch. Or we'll watch Righteous Gemstones.
We've been watching Righteous Gemstones. I've binge watching Righteous Gemstones. Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's great. We're on season 3. That's all that they have on HBO Max. But I think my dad told me, because they watch it, I think my dad told me that they're watching, like season 4 is like going right now or something. But I'm a huge Danny McBride fan. And it's the same, him and the same writer directors that did Eastbound and Down, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. So,
Hey.
hey, sunshine.
Come on.
She's like, nope, I'm over y'all.
I hate your guts.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on.
In the building.
Come on. Up.
Oh, look who's joining the party. Oh, it's Jazzy. Hey, Jazzy. That's what every time I come in the door, that's how I sing.
Nice, Dingy.
She's being gangster as always, dude. You know how Jazzy rolls.
Chad, what's your email again, if you don't mind?
Chad
Hang on,
I'm just sending it in the chat.
You're going to put it in the chat. Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Hi, Stink. What are you doing, Stink? Yeah, you can email. Oh, Catherine beat you to it, Chad.
Appreciate you, K-Dub. Tell K-Dub thank you, Corn Chip. She's like, all right, guys, I've given y'all plenty of time to think this over. And look at what time it is.
Yeah.
See, she's used to getting her TREATs about 9:30. And she gave us 45 minutes. Now she's like, all right, where's my money, bitch? We're fixing to come in there. It's all right.
Stinky.
It's all good.
You want chicharrones? You want chicharrones?
You know damn well she does. We had a good stream tonight, man. It was an hour and a half, hour and 35 minutes, man. Plus, we started later than we normally do. It's 10:20 because you got off work later. But yeah, man, y'all just stay tuned. Like I said, tomorrow, Over the Top, episode 59, Over the Top. Friday, I guess I should say the podcast. I want to say it's episode 243. It's featuring Adam Calhoun, Justin Time. And Mises' ChadArmesTV interview drops Saturday. So, again, guys, we appreciate all the support. We're going to take Jazzy in there and get her treats, and we're going to watch Righteous Gemstones, man. Thank y'all for all the support, man. We love y'all. Tell them.
Bye. Deuces.
Deuces.